won't you please?
We're who you should be listening to, admit it. The prettiest Tiff in Carolina, get it? Love, family, and friends, this be the energy, a better understanding so we can all be complete. Each time spitting raw and unrehearsed, either in your feelings or laughing till it hurts. Love and Flaws, the show that you all need. Join us every week for the best of us, guaranteed.
Here we go.
What's happening? What's happening? I'm your man, Carolina Sin. I'm with my Tampa Bay today, though, but I'm Carolina Sin. I'm here with the absolute most prettiest Tiff. Man, Tiff, what's going on?
Hi, brother. I miss you.
I miss you too. For y'all that don't know, so we record here and there when we can. We make episodes from reserve. We ain't been together a lot the last couple of weeks. You know what I'm saying?
No.
But we here. We in here now. We just had an hour catching up. You know what I'm saying? Telling stories that we love y'all.
About butt babies.
We love y'all, but we can't tell y'all everything yet.
Listen, we're definitely gonna do an episode.
Tiff wasn't talking
that.
to me.
I just don't know how to flip it.
Tiff was giving me the cold shoulder, wasn't talking to me.
Listen, anybody that know when I'm stressed,
Yo.
I gotta process that shit on my own first. I told all my friends and y'all know that. Y'all know I'll go into hiding because I just gotta process and manifest my mental well-being,
It's all good. We know life is something else, man.
But never no love lost. You know what I mean? My
Never.
true people, it don't matter. It could be a week,
Never
2 weeks.
matter.
If you're my real friend, it don't matter. You just worried about me. You were worried about me, so I appreciate that. But I'm good.
Yeah, and then I started working extra hours and taking on extra jobs. Like we just been life been at us lately.
Let me tell y'all, I'm gonna say this. And people who are pursuing that, I just finished telling my brother what his purpose is in life. One of his purposes, because he has a couple. And when you really truly believe in your purpose and you pursue it, it's hard. And I know it sounds cliche because you hear people like you see the after effect, right? So you see the money and the glamour and the glitz and the financial freedom and all of that stuff, but you don't see the work that goes into that, and I'm, right. we not even there yet, but even us trying to get this off the ground is a grind, it's work, and you have to be consistent, and that's hard when you have real life shit going on. It
really is. It was tough. Like last week I was late a day posting the episode, like I was like, ooh.
And I didn't even bother you because somebody hit me up like, yo, y'all didn't drop enough. And I was like, yeah, we working on that. But I already knew from when we didn't do on Wednesday, I'm like, yo, brother is handling his business. Like, I'm not going to stress you out. But
we've been rocking. We about to be about 20-something episodes deep. There's a lot that was doing it 4 months ago when we started that ain't doing it now.
Right.
So, and we appreciate, man, thank you to everybody that been rocking with us, man. We love it.
Love it.
We love it. We're going to hopefully, when we hit our 6 month, do like a live show. So that way people can tune in and comment. Coming. Yeah, we're going to try some new things. We're trying to get on our thing. But anyway, so tonight, this is a freestyle episode. Now, we don't ever rehearse.
Right.
Ever, but we do usually know what topic we're going to talk about before we get started. So then I guess you could say in our own individually, we kind of have an idea of what we might want to say, but we don't ever rehearse with each other. But tonight we just was like, Tiff was like, what you want to talk about? I was like, oh, I was about to ask you. And then all throughout the week, we'll send each other videos on relationship, love, different things. And we'll be like, oh yeah, we might. That's usually, just to give y'all some insight, that's usually how it comes to fruition what we're gonna talk about. We send each other videos and we'll be like, what about this? And each of us will be like, well, that ain't really what the show. Sometimes we're like, that ain't what the show's supposed to, the direction we go. Right. Or we'll be like, we can't make a whole episode about, or what if we add in this? And there's a little back and forth. Not tonight. We just was like, but just because we seen it, we're gonna talk about it. Because we usually talk about clown behavior on here. And when we talking about clown behavior, we talking about the guys. But tonight, well, I don't know. We're gonna find out. Then I want everybody's opinion, because we're gonna talk about being corny, because it's in the news right now. Michael B. Jordan. So I'm gonna give some people some insight on what happened here, right? So, Michael B. Jordan, the actor Michael Jordan,
which I love.
You know, Killmonger in Black Panther, Creed. You know, so one Creed of these
3 coming soon.
Yeah, and this is what happened. This I don't want to dismiss who she is. I don't know a lot about her, but L'Oreal, I know she be on a podcast. She might be on the podcast with Angela Yee. I don't remember. I don't know. I just know she's on a podcast. I don't know which one it is. So forgive me for getting that wrong. And she does other things, but she was working the red carpet. And she was talking to Michael B. Jordan, and they went to high school together, apparently. And she was like, yeah, we go way back. And he was like, yeah, that corny dude, right? Because her on a podcast, and I don't know if it was her show or if she was a guest or what, another young lady, and this is back in like a few years back, was like, I think Michael B. Jordan's corny, and I don't mean in a bad way, but the corny dudes are the ones that treat you good and da whatever. L'Oreal didn't call him corny per se, but she was like, yeah, we used to pick on him.
She was alluding to it.
She was like, we used to pick on him when he was in school, because he'd come in and he'd have headshots and stuff, you know what I mean? So she didn't call him corny, but I felt like she was co-signing it. Well, he ain't forget, because he was like, yeah, that corny dude, you know what I mean? She's like, I ain't call you that. He's like, I heard the interview. And she's like, I didn't say it. Some people are hung up on the fact that she didn't specifically say it, that it was the other one. But I'm like,
but she didn't stop. She didn't step in and be like, nah.
And now the other chick has doubled down. And I think they do a lot of shock value stuff. But she's like, I said what I said. He's corny, right? She's like, any black dude we don't try to bring race on this show at all. But she was like, any black dude that dates white women, I think they're corny. She was like, I think Nick Cannon's corny because he's got a bunch of baby mamas and kids, whatever. And then and so the corniness, right? And you know who is the king of corny in the media, or well, on a lot of sites, is Russell Wilson, Sierra's husband. Everybody calls him corny because and corny seems to be going with that simp thing we was talking about.
Right, exactly.
Right? Because I just posted some. Russell just did some boss shit. I don't know if you seen it when I posted it.
No.
He bought Sierra's masters.
Oh, yeah. I heard about that a long time ago.
Like on Valentine's Day. He bought Sierra's masters and gave them to her.
Yeah.
That's some boss shit. So like I said, we're going to get Tiff's opinion in a minute, but ladies, I'm going to tell you what I think is corny. It's calling dudes that love their women corny. You know what I'm saying? This whole simp shit has gotten out of control. Ooh, I can't tell you what we was talking about, but we talked about this. Me and you, the simp thing.
Right.
So I think traditionally, an actual simp is somebody who's spending money on you and but they know you don't like them or don't want anything to do with them.
Right.
But now we are calling anybody that puts their woman on a pedestal and props them up and does things for them a simp. And that's clown behavior, ladies. It drives me crazy. It drives me crazy.
You wanna know why women say that? Well, go ahead, finish, and I'm gonna tell you why they say it.
I'm gonna need you to be careful too, because you like, all right. So just full disclosure here, I used to be a young knucklehead running these streets, right? So when I talk about street dudes, I'm like a reformed street guy. You know what I'm saying? Like I had my kid, and I was like, yo, I gotta get out of that because
Right.
you know I'm a kid and stuff. But y'all love street dudes.
But you know what's crazy when you talk about street dudes, brother, and I'm gonna keep it 1,000. Not all street dudes is just because they in the street don't make them a bad person. You know what I'm saying?
True.
I know street dudes who hold their family all the way down.
And I was gonna say that. I was gonna get to that, right?
Okay.
Like those are the polar opposites of what we. So there's the corny simp on one end, and then there's the street dude on the other. And people don't realize you can be a street dude and love your woman and not be dogging her out and making her look foolish, right? And you can be, I hate the word corny, but you can be a simp in the aspect of I prop her up and you don't want to try me. Listen, let me be very clear. If I'm with somebody, I treat her like a queen. Now, I'm single. You be able to find some of my exes. What you won't be able to find is one of them saying I mistreated their ass. Now, I'm not saying I ain't played my part in our relationships ending, like us not getting along or arguing or whatever it is. But you ain't gonna find one that was like he lied on me, he cheated on me, he stole from me, he was drugged out on me, and this and that. He treated my kids wrong. You're not gonna find none of that, right?
Right.
You can treat your woman with respect and the proper and not be stepping out, you know what I'm saying, and all of that. And guess what? You still not gonna want to run up on me.
Right. And that,
I'm gonna tell you if you think I'm a simp and you like, oh, this nigga's corny because he opening the doors for her, he buying her flowers. I could catch him. Go ahead, try me and see what happens.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's the thing. Right. You know what I mean? Like you can
talk your shit, brother.
Right. You can be a stand-up dude and not mistreat your woman and be a man and have a man ego and a man pride that you ain't about to try me, or if you do, you're gonna have it to do.
Right.
We're gonna be able to walk out. We're gonna be able to walk out the movies at midnight after the show's over, and you not have to worry and not feel uncomfortable walking to the car. Like I can still make you feel safe. I can still not take no shit from nobody and still simp for my woman.
That's right.
But people, the music videos, the music, the movies, it go back to that whole, like we was talking about, if you show any kind of emotion, then you weak.
Yeah.
And that's trash to me. Like, it's just,
you know what's crazy? When and I'm gonna just touch on this and you can go back, but like you were talking about, I've dealt with street dudes when I was younger, when I was middle-aged, old, whatever. I've dealt with many street dudes. The crazy thing though with that is that when I talk about, or when you talk about wanting to feel protected along with being treated like a queen, I'm not saying all the street dudes did, but the ones that did treat me like a queen, plus was a simp, or plus was protective, like I felt safe with, most of those dudes was in the street. Most of them. Whether it was they were in the street at that time, or I met them 10 years later, they no longer in the street. The ones that weren't, the blue collar workers were the ones that I was like, I don't even know where I stand with your ass. And that's what becomes the problem. And I think that's what women are looking for. I think, unfortunately, though, for women, a lot of the time, first of all, let me say this. For women, a lot of times, what did we just, okay, let me, because my mind is starting to race.
We freestyle.
I'm going to say this. For women, most of the time, they tend to go for whoever has the loudest roar, right? So if I'm in a room with a man and he got the loudest roar, that's who I'm going to flock to, right? Because he's letting everybody know, can't, you know, I'm polar opposite of that. I like the quiet nigga. I want the one that's in the corner not saying nothing, because I know what he got going on. He don't want everybody to know what's happening.
I think people are a mixture. Some people want, you know, they want the quote unquote alpha out of the room. You know, I mean, we are still.
But alpha doesn't. But this is where people get it twisted. Alpha doesn't mean that you're the loudest.
That's true.
That's not what it means.
That's true. But your energy's the loudest. Right. You know what I mean?
But your energy could be you sitting back. You know what I'm saying? Just peeping out the room, and I check your energy, and I'm like, okay, that's what I'm talking about, right? So that's the first part. I think as women, we just, because women, don't kill me, but this is real. A lot of women love attention. We love attention. We want the attention to be on us. So we find a dude that's commanding that attention, regardless of how he's commanding it. A lot of the times we feel the need to be close to that person because he getting attention, I want attention.
Right.
That's how I feel. The second part of that is a lot of women who talk that stuff about, oh, I don't want to simp. You mad because you ain't found a simp, because you're not in that tax bracket to find a simp.
And then they just end up wanting one. After
all of us want a Russell Wilson. Listen. All of us want a Russell Wilson, and we don't know Russell Wilson. Behind closed doors, he and Sierra have got to have some type of commonalities for them to go this long.
But this is what us good dudes, we felt like y'all want to be out here living that exciting life with the what was Sierra's futures with the futures. And then after a few futures have ran through y'all, 3 kids later, now let me find my simp. Now, that don't sound pretty, ladies. I understand.
But it's truth.
That's true for a lot of cases. But now, going back to what we're talking about, and that's why I say the movies and the music and stuff. So Todd work at the bank. You know what I'm saying? Todd work at the insurance company. You don't know what Todd gonna do. You feel like because Todd got a nice job and he's working 9 to 5, you don't know what Todd would do in a stressful situation. But you feel like when you seen old boy running the streets, and I've been around plenty of killers and drug dealers and everything else, you like, well, I know they get down. I'm dead. I think that's part of it, right? You don't. Because until Todd get an opportunity to show you he can protect you, you by default are like, I don't know.
Okay, so I'm going to keep it true. For me, it doesn't have to do with that because they're in the street that I know that it's how they maneuver. Because listen, I done ran across a lot of street dudes that I'll be like, I will never be around you because I'll be dead, my children will be dead, my family will be, because the way you move is just stupid. You understand what I'm saying?
I'm just saying that's what's got it to be like, that's what's gotten it to be corny, right? Like that's what like the movies and I feel like that's the blame. The music, the movies.
Oh like, yeah.
It's that toxic masculinity thing we talk about, right? Where it's like a man got to be a man in this gender specific way.
Right.
He can't show that he care about his woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, dudes, we used to do it, right? Tiff, you tell your man, like, yo, you go in there and get me a drink. Like, yeah, babe, I got you. And every dude in the room, oh, she got your ass, dog. What's up? Get me one while you in there too,
Yo, go ahead and make my dinner while you in there.
Right. Yeah. Nigga, you need an apron? You good? You good at that?
But you know what, too? I think and I'm a big advocate of this. And I'm not tooting my own horn because I'm a very I don't see myself in the light that a lot of people see me. I'm gonna say that. I know that, right? The one thing that I always come back to and this is just for me specifically, and I have to share this with my sisters, whether you black, white, Asian, I don't care what color you are. A man will do certain things for you, become that simp, and I'm just using that word because of the topic.
Right.
Will become that simp when he sees you doing certain things as a woman. I have always gotten feedback that says, I want to do X, Y, and Z for me because I see what you do for not only me, but for other people. How you love other people, that you're genuine and you know what I mean? So I think too, a lot
let me say this. I wanted this to be solely women clown behavior topic, but I do want to say, I don't know about that one, Tiff, because they plenty of women out there that was being loyal and doing the right thing, and they man,
brother,
not
I'm
they man,
telling you,
the clowns was doing clown shit though.
You're right, but what and this I can only go off of my experiences. Right. Women are not out here doing what you think that they're doing. Just like you referred to, women are chasing a dude for what they can do for them, how they can do it, how often they can do it, and how long they can do it. They're not looking at the person. And that's why I say when it comes to a street dude, there's a certain way that they move.
Look, I get it. Listen, because your brother was a
but listen,
was
and
a motherfucker back in the day.
Why is it that you move the way you move with me? Like with our relationship and a friendship, why do you move the way you move with me?
What do you, I feel like you tell me if I'm in the right direction of what we're talking about. I feel like my energy from when I was running the streets and the charismatic dude in the room, like I feel like that didn't change. I feel like that's why when we was right, like but even though that hasn't changed, when I try to do sweet thing, like I get it too though, right? It's like or it's not believed, right? Because people been mistreated, women been mistreated so bad that when a dude actually telling them the truth about shit, they like, nah, something gotta be wrong.
But what I'm talking about, okay, example. Let's take it back. When we first met, right?
Right.
We became friends very quickly, right?
Right.
We built a bond and a friendship. Okay. I did certain things for you, right? Right. You did certain things for me. Like if you took my car and you brought that shit back in full.
Right.
Right? Okay, right. Just hear me out. You didn't have to do that. That was never part of our agreement. I never said, yo, take my car, but make sure you put gas in it before you bring it back.
Right.
Never. So who you are at your core was like, yo, the least I can do, right? She looked out for me. The least I could do is bring her car back on full.
Right. Stand up.
Now, Jonathan at the bank may not think about that. This is what I'm saying. Part of who you are is because you live that life.
True.
That's never going to go away. For me, I have seen dudes that have worked at banks, don't give a heck, like, yo, she let me use her car. Shit, I'm going to ride that motherfucker around town till the wheels fall off. You know what I'm saying?
The baby boys.
To a street, he understands that, and it's not saying I'm doing for you because I'm expecting it, but it's a gratitude thing, right? Like, yo, I'm grateful that shorty looked out for me in this way.
Right. There's a minimum respect. There's a minimum respect level thing.
Exactly. And for me, that is what resonates with me. And whether you work in a bank or a street or not, but what I'm saying with street guys, I like for me, I like the whole story of you had to get it out the mud, right? You ain't come from, because for me, that's how I feel about myself.
Right.
So somebody who's a CEO that went to college and their parents went to college and their parents went to college and see, I don't resonate with that story because that wasn't my life.
But okay, I get that. But you at the bar, and I want to be clear too, y'all. I worked at a bank for 5 years when my daughter was born out in California. I just want to be clear. But I used to get it. I used to get it all the time. My best friend Mike, he was like, when we hung out outside of the bank, he was like, I thought you were just the biggest square on the planet until I hung out with you. Because you in the bank, shirt and tie, professional voice and everything. You know what I mean? So my thing is this: Ty walk up to you in the bar, and he's nice and everything else, and he's treating you with respect and all of that. Those dudes are, people gonna disagree with me, but those dudes be losing to the guy that just pulls up and is like,
yeah, absolutely.
To the guy that comes up and is like, yo, man, what's good? Let me get you. You know what I mean? Like, and then that dude is the one who's got 3 girlfriends and stepping out, and Ty would have gave you his whole world.
But you know what, brother? This is what I'm also saying to you. I think that's a stigma with dudes in the streets. I'm not saying every dude in the street is worthy, or I don't want to say worthy. I'm not saying every dude in the street is.
Okay, I get what you're saying. How about that? I hate to look. How about it? But percentage based, a lot of street dudes, and I think I do think it's changed a little bit too from our era. We 40 plus, and
right,
and the street dudes now.
Oh, now, yeah.
Because the code, and that's what I'm saying with the music and the video.
So, see, I'm going off of
like, we talking about our days. It was like Goodfella rules, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not making my wife and kid look stupid, no matter what. But nowadays, and it has transcended into the dating pool in our age because people just roll with the way society is.
I got you. Okay, I'm glad you made that clear.
Right, a street dude is more likely to be side piecing it up.
Yeah, but that's because you want to know why? Women are doing nothing but chasing the bag. They want a dude that got money. They don't care. So the dude that's in the bank, unless he's the CEO, they not checking for him.
So it's like a
want that dude that's gonna be able to fly him out to Dubai, put him on the, you know what I'm saying, and pop champagne. And the only dudes that's really gonna be able to do that is the CEO of a company, which half of them women is out of that tax bracket. The dude that's the CEO of a company is not even looking at you, boo. He's not. It's the truth. It is what it is. But the street dude is going to, at least, even if they're not trying to be with you, I can at least freak them for a night and get pregnant by him. I'm at least going to be able to be out on the yacht. That's the truth.
Why? Like I be seeing chicks posting about, I need to find me a scammer. Like, you know that life is only going to last a year.
But people don't care because they're only living for the now, the instant gratification. That's what this world has come to. That's why social media is so active. It's instant gratification. I talked about this with us. Why, we've talked and I've said, yo, I want us to go live, right? I want us to be able to, you want to know why? Because people want that instant gratification. They want to feel like they're a part of something in that moment at that point. And that's what draws people out. And that's why I wanted us to do it live, because I know that's going to bring more people. Women, when they go out, they having girlfriend. Ooh. Yeah, they're going out to let their hair down, but they also going out because they're looking for instant gratification. They trying to find a dude, at least for that night, that's going to buy drinks for them, buy drinks for their friends.
So
take them out to
eat
what I'm
hearing,
maybe. It's the truth.
Social media got us fucked up.
All the way.
Yeah.
All the way. But that's why the street dude, the rapper, the entrepreneur, because to me, an entrepreneur is still a street dude, because you got to hustle and bustle. You're not sitting and going to get a check and knowing what that check is going to be every 2 weeks, right?
Right.
When women hear that, that's drive, that's hustle, he got money, because if he didn't have any money, he wouldn't keep doing it. I'm going to be a part of that, even if it's for the moment.
All right.
And I'm going to post my pictures and be like, that's what they're going to do.
We've established why street dudes are attractive. I get it. Like I said, I used to be a wild one back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. Why is it? So let's set that aside. So why is it when you do right and you simping, you corny now though?
That's just ignorance. on women's part. That's just
but
ignorant.
it's becoming, so we got to remember though, right, wrong, or indifferent, when something trends so much that it becomes almost the norm. I feel like that's trending towards being the normal thinking by most women.
I agree, and I don't think it's gonna change because of social media. It sucks. 1,000%.
Because like I already know.
Let me tell you, I remember back when I was young, right? I had this guy who I really, really liked. And I had not been married at this time at all or anything like that, right? And everything that I've been told once I had my first son was like, you need to find a man, settle down, get married so that he can help take care of you and your child, right? So I found this guy, I really, really liked him. He wasn't a simp in the aspect of, he would have been considered corny in that situation, right?
Right.
Had a decent job. He was a single father at this time, took care of his child, was always there for me when I needed him. You know what I'm saying? Didn't have the money. You know what I mean? He was doing well. He could take care of himself, but he couldn't really probably take on me and, 2 kids at the time.
Right.
And I said to him, I want to get married. I said, no. I said, I want to get engaged. If you want to be with me and you want to make a commitment to me, your words aren't enough. I need a ring. We need to be engaged. Right.
Right.
He told me no. So I said, what you mean no? Because he wanted to do it the right way. He wanted to be able to buy me the ring that I deserve.
This corny
motherfucker. Huh?
I said, this corny mother.
In my mind, exactly. I'm like, yo, I don't care about the money. You could buy me a band. I just wanted the commitment. But because he wanted to treat me the way I deserve to be treated, in my mind, I'm like, I'm done with the relationship then.
Wow.
And that was back then.
Wow.
But what I'm saying is,
Tiff, I feel like I don't even know you no more.
But
I'm flabbergasted.
But it was because I needed that instant gratification. Like, for me, it was like, I don't care about you doing it that way. And that's what it is now. Women, and because of social media, it's harder because now they want the glitz and glamour along with it. See, I didn't care about the glitz and glamour because I had been there, done that, and had it. I just wanted that commitment. But now you talking about no, because it got to be a certain way and you deserve the best. Nah, I don't deserve the best. I just deserve you telling me that you committed. That's how I felt. And it was retarded as shit. It was,
so let me tell you
that dude to this day.
Let me say this to the world. This is the dilemma. Y'all already mad. Listen, y'all already mad that there's no good guys left.
Then we just treat them like.
But then when we try to be good guys,
we don't want that shit.
We're corny. So this is now, and it's a cycle that just fucks itself over and over again, right? Because this is what happens. And I'm here, and we've talked about this. I have not made the decision to go cross over into demon time, right? But like, you got all the good guys in the world, the ones that are left, ladies, the few of us that are left, contemplating, like, yo,
yeah,
do I stop being a good guy now?
Yeah.
And I have so many people, Miss Yvonne that was on the show, I have other people hit us up, they like, please don't stop. I'm like, but it ain't getting me nowhere. And that's the dilemma every good guy is having right now. It's
but
like,
and this is the problem though, brother. Well, I can't talk about nowadays. You're right. This whole new generation shit is different. Because these chicks come out the gate like, what can you do for me? If you trying to have, like, they don't care. Like they need to be paid up front because they want that instant gratification.
Listen,
and I don't
at this
mean
point,
exchange of money.
At this point, I want to be successful, and I'm just paying for a girlfriend part-time at this point. Like
I just come when I'm ready for you.
Right.
Just accompany me to dinner when I'm
all right.
hungry.
Tonight was nice. Here, let me put this on the nightstand for you. Make sure them brows are did next time.
Let me. Your feet was a little rough. Go get them shits.
That's where we are.
That's sad.
That's where we are because I'm gonna tell you right now. Even as a big guy, I don't have a problem talking to chicks and getting
women love big guys.
Right. But so I've had people that's tried to talk to me that I'm not interested in for whatever reason. And let's be clear before people start saying, forgot how people are. I am probably the most non-discriminatory dater there is. Black, white, red, yellow.
But brother, small. You like pretty girls.
But I think all women are beautiful.
You like pretty women. Hold on. When I say pretty women, I don't just mean her face has to be like you like pretty women in regard to the way they carry themselves.
Right. But what I'm saying is that could be small, big.
Yeah. But not a lot of women carry themselves as pretty.
Right. I think all women are beautiful. Well, I think all
some women carry themselves as $20 on a nightstand.
True. That's true. I don't even know what I was saying. What was I about to say?
You were saying that you're the most non-discriminatory.
No, before that though, because I was gonna say something.
You was like, I'm a big guy. I never have a problem. I'm the most non-discriminatory dater.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm losing my mind in this age, right? So I have people who have tried.
When he's frustrated.
I have people that try to talk to me that I'm not interested in, right? Not okay. And I'm not disrespect. I don't treat people the way y'all treat us when we hit on y'all not interested. Y'all like, get the fuck out my inbox. You wild out because y'all are hard.
I never do that.
I know you're not.
I never do that.
But you know what I'm talking. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
The whole reason why a lot of dudes don't approach women is because the rejection is one thing, but the way y'all reject dudes.
Yeah, you're right. Is you know terrible.
But so I don't treat people like that. But
right.
So I may not necessarily respond right away or because I'm not interested, right? They be still in the inbox though, because my homeboy Marlon, shout out my homeboy Marlon. He said the worse you treat them, the more they want you. So if I'm not returning phone calls and text messages, guess what? They want me even more. Make it make sense, Tim. It don't make sense.
We're at the end of the day, women, listen, the reason that they're doing that is because, okay, real talk, just like men have that rejection shit going on, women have it too. You know what I'm saying? I've been rejected by a man before.
Man,
and it doesn't feel good. I swear to God, like I had approached like yo, and he be like, nah, like
there's a difference though. There's still a difference. Because this is the difference. I'm gonna tell y'all. This one's going on social media, all right? The difference between y'all getting rejected and the difference between us getting rejected.
Okay.
Right? You get rejected by some dude, whatever foolishness that reason was. That happened.
My brother is my biggest fan.
I am. Y'all don't know. I be watching these and people swear. When I be editing these, I'm be like, my sister's so beautiful. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, thank you.
We get rejected. When we get rejected, we don't have there's no recourse. Right? We don't have we don't have a safety net. We don't have a fallback. We can't. We got to eat it. We got to eat it.
But I can call my brother and be like, he rejected me, but
when y'all get rejected, y'all can fix y'all mood a little bit. All you gotta do is make one little post. Single again. Y'all gotta turn your notifications off.
Right. You're right.
The DMs are exploding at that point.
You're right.
We gotta suck it up. We like, oh,
you gotta wait for the next one to come along.
First of all, we probably got rejected rudely because that's what y'all do. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not supportive of that because I've never done that.
But you know what and there's gonna be a lot of ladies. I don't do that. You okay?
No,
that's fine.
most of them do because yes, they do.
Because if you're not interested, it's like you offended they even asked. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
How dare he?
This motherfucker. Who?
He think he can come over here?
What? Y'all know, you know what I'm talking about.
I got some good friends that act like that.
We get hit on. We are complimented. We are appreciative. Even if the bitch is ugly, we like. She want to throw her pussy at me. I mean, I'm not interested, but thank you.
Oh,
thank you.
I swear to God, I was just talking about that with somebody. Go ahead.
But we're like, no, thank you, but I appreciate the fact that you offered. Please don't stop offering it to people. My fellow brothers need it.
I passed, but did you pass?
I'll pass, but please don't feel slighted. Offer it to the next guy. Not y'all.
No, you can't talk to me or none of my friends.
Not y'all. I could be as respect, and I ain't even talking about sending a dick pic. I could be as respectful as possible. I could be like, hey, I was looking through your profile. I think you're a very beautiful young lady. I'd like to get to know you. You fat motherfucker. Why are you in my inbox? You old ass motherfucker. This, that, da, da, da. I'm sorry. We over here.
I was just giving you a call.
My bad.
But guess what? I had you would have sent her a picture with $1,000.
Oh.
And said,
she could have said all that, and if I'd have sent 500 on the Cash App, she'd have been like, you know, I hadn't looked at your profile yet. I thought you were somebody else.
My bad. Right, I get this so much. I thought
you was a fake, one of my exes on a fake profile or something.
But that's what I'm saying. It's about instant. Women feel like they should be compensated in that moment for you being interested in them. That's what they feel like.
Oh, like we was talking about. Remember that the Rico dude? I think he's a tool. The one I sent you, I'm like, this is the only thing I kind of ever have agreed with him on. Right?
Yeah.
He was talking about if y'all withholding sex for a certain amount of time before we get to know each other. And ladies, that's y'all's prerogative. Y'all do what y'all want. Empowerment, whatever. He was like, why can't we withhold monetary things until that time point too then?
Listen, I went out on like a date, right, one time with a guy. And we were talking and I was like, okay, the energy is good. Like I want to go to this place. And he looking at me and I'm kind of reading the signs like, okay, he must not be able to do that. Hold on, this is what I told him. I said, listen, I need you to understand something. If I suggest or say I want to go somewhere, I'm not expecting you to cover it.
But you different.
That means I got it. I just want your company. The problem is that, like he said, women will be like, if we're dating, if you should be courting me in this manner, and that could be McDonald's, money. Ladies. It don't have to be Ruth Chris. It don't have to be.
because
and I'm saying
because
women get that shit messed up.
Every woman was like, and I'm not saying I disagree with this because I'm gonna, if I ask you out, I'm paying for it. That's just the way it's gonna be. Like
Exactly.
But I understood his point because, and I get it. Women are like, no, my time is valuable. Well, our time is valuable too. But it go back to what you talked about on another episode, supply and demand. We want pussy way more than y'all want a dinner date.
Facts, because we'll take ourselves out on a dinner date.
Right. And so women like, that's just part of the game. You got to talk it up and call. But more men are getting away from it and women mad. But the reason being is we the only one risking anything.
Y'all are risking everything.
Right. And I'm not even mad at some women are like, or not even some, most women. And I'm not saying y'all are wrong, but women are like, that's just it. That's what you got to do.
No, but that's the thing is I think that is wrong. And you want to know why it's wrong? Because it's not working. It's not working. It's not working. And this is what I tell women all the time. Take what you're doing. You understand what I'm saying? And is it working? You having that attitude, is it working?
And it don't mean anything. Because I could take you out for a $600 dinner and be the biggest douchebag in the room.
But in women's minds, but he took me out for a $600 dinner. So now women got to start asking themselves, what is more important to you? You can't, it's like the boy that cried wolf, right? Yeah. You can't be like, I want a good man. I want a good man. But then when you get that good man, you like, nah, I don't want that.
He got to do the superficial shit first. You got to make him jump through the superficial hoops first.
Exactly. So it's not going to work. But women are going to continue to do it because so many women are conditioned to feel like if I have to go through bullshit, you are going to somehow compensate me, which is nothing but, sorry, ladies, but prostitution. And really, it's legal prostitution.
And really, I think we're at a place where both sides are extremely frustrated.
Yeah.
Right? So yeah. We have there's somebody who watches our show that lives out in I think it's London. I think it's the UK, right?
UK, yeah.
And I've been watching some of her YouTubes and stuff, and she's talking about the frustrations on her side. Now she wants same thing. She wants a good man that's going to treat her right, not step out and wire dudes, this and that. You know what I mean? And she's objective. I gotta give her props for that. I think, and the good dudes we're sitting here doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? We're sitting here wondering the same thing, and we got society telling us all these rules and men are this and women are that, and we just not connecting like we should.
You're right. I think that,
and it's just it's tough.
We're not feeling each other's energy in that moment with whoever we are, because, like you said, society and social media and friends are making you feel like your man has to do this, and this in order for him to be a good man. The one thing I would say, no, women like to show off their men when they're good men. Men will show off their woman as long as they look good, for the most part. A lot of men will say, I need a woman, and I've heard this over the last year at least 10 times. I need a woman that's going to compliment my fly. And that's the truth. Most men want a woman who is going to, and it doesn't mean physically, but the way you carry yourself, the way you act. Are you a go-getter? A lot of these women out here are not acting like that. If you, and I say this all the time, if you a woman and you make 100 bands a year, why does your man have to make 100 bands a year? Why? Why?
Well, that's a whole other episode.
But that's my thing is you want to know why? Because society is telling you that your man should make this amount of money, should do this, should have that.
And maybe because
I just
we
want a man that's
also
gonna come home and let me cook for him and clean for him at this point.
and we also men are hardwired by
not
that.
cheat on me.
Right. Men are hardwired by that stuff too, because I feel like I want to be able to provide and take care. So if she make it 100,000, I need to make it 101 because I need to feel like I can help take care.
But listen, if I make 100,000 a year and you make 60,000 a year, your 60,000 can at least, and maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm not shooting for the stars, ladies. I don't know. But if you with me, okay.
You already did. Hold on. You already fucked it up.
Why?
And I'm gonna tell you. And every man that's listening heard it, and you don't even know you did it. You said, but if you making 60,000, then you can at least. No man want to be at least anything. You was about to say you can at least help or whatever, wherever direction you was going.
Right.
You can at least, like, even though you not.
But when I say at least, what I'm saying is for a woman like me, I don't expect a man to come in and be like, I can take care of all the bills, but you can at least pick up the electric bill and the cable bill.
It hurts our ears when you say it though. When you're like, you can at least, because it's like, when you say it, like, you can at least do this. That means you ain't doing everything else. Okay. I'm not saying. Okay. I'm just saying that's the.
I get what you're saying, but that's not the intention behind it. My thing is if a man can help me,
right?
Do you know what somebody coming into my life taking over the electric bill and the cable bill, and maybe helping with groceries would do for me?
Yeah.
Like that's an extra $700 a month in my pocket.
Right.
$350 of that I'm putting up and not touching it. The other $350 is gonna go to my business. Why would that be a bad thing?
Yeah.
Why?
I feel like, and we'll wrap it up with this. I feel like most people gotta quit letting society dictate to them how they feel. I just seen it, and it's a little off subject, but the guy and the lady was out, is on one of them shows about weddings or whatever, and they was out shopping for rings, and she had fell in love with his ring, and they was like, how much is it? And she was like, and the salesperson was like, it's like 12,000, right? But the girl was like, oh, all of a sudden now she don't like it because it don't cost enough. Now we can talk now. Whatever they price rank, like she was like, we're looking more to 20, 30,000. Now, whatever they have money though. You know what I'm saying?
But you fell in love with a $12,000 ring. Why not get what you love?
Because she couldn't tell her girlfriends it was $12,000.
I wish my girlfriends would ask me how much my ring costs.
Right. But but that's the point I'm making. We gotta quit letting society dictate. Cause I feel like, and we contribute to it, right? Because I feel like there has been times when dudes have been out and women have been out, and we might have hit it off with somebody, but for whatever reason, we didn't pursue it because of what our friends might think, or you know what I mean? I could have went to so I'm different, so it don't matter to me. But like I could. And I ain't knocking anybody that works at McDonald's. It's just the most common thing, right? But matter of fact, oh my God, this chick I just seen at McDonald's the other day. I'll risk it all for her. She was bad to the bone. But a lot of people would have been like, well, I can't talk to her because she work at McDonald's.
Right.
Or same with the women. Like you could walk in the cash register.
Oh, a woman is definitely not messing with a dude that work at McDonald's nowadays. Definitely.
Right.
That's unfortunate.
And I'm not talking. All right, let's take away the well, maybe not. Because for a lot of people, like you said, he could, if he's working full time and maybe he's doing something else too, he could contribute to the household. But let's say it's the trash man. Because a lot of people look down on the trash man and they make bank. You know what I mean?
They be making like $20-something an hour.
Right. So now he a sanitation worker and I can't date him.
Shit, baby, just before you come home, take off them clothes so I can wash them and jump in the shower and we good. I just don't want to smell that stuff. I don't get.
I'm not saying that people shouldn't have standards for the things that they want out of, you know what I mean? Like, I get it. I understand certain standards. But I think we let society dictate a lot of our standards.
You're right.
And we miss out on blessings on somebody, man or woman, that could been everything that Russell Wilson prayer, short of all the millions, maybe.
Sierra's prayer, baby.
Oh yeah, the Sierra's prayer Sierra's prayer minus the $100 million. Some people go right now saying, nah, nigga, that's part of the prayer.
Yo, but that's the problem.
Right.
That's
right.
Listen, I tell this to women all the time. And when I say women, my friends, when we have these conversations, listen, every woman loves to be flourished with gifts, whether it's a $5 gift or a $5,000 gift.
Right.
For me, and this is what I tell my friends, stop looking for a man to come in and save you, because that's not going to happen. But look for a man who's committed to contribute. Because if you're willing to come into my life the way that it is set up and contribute, I know you rock with me. You want to know why?
I mean, you need
everything that I got right now is built on me.
You need him to come in and save your spirit and not your bank account.
Right. And I don't need a father for my kids. And I need you to be my peace.
That's what I'm saying. When I say they need, instead of saving your financial situation, if they save your spirit, so I mean they enhance your calm, they increase your peace. They are there for you when you came home from work and had a bad day. And it's do you want, I love this that I've just been seeing more recently. You come home, you had a bad day, and do you just need to vent? Do you want me to provide solutions, or do you just need to vent? You tell me, because either way, I'm gonna be here for you.
I need you, baby, to pour me a glass of wine, sit at the table,
and just sit here and listen,
talk shit, listen to me.
Tell me what that bitch Veronica did today.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Save, and we turning those away because they can't fly. They can't take a week off of work without having to put in vacation time and fly you to the Bahamas. Nigga, we got to save up our PTO sometimes.
Listen, I want to go back old school. Let's fall asleep on the phone together. You know what I'm saying? Like, and not fall asleep on the phone together because you promised me a trip to Tahiti.
Right.
I'm talking about genuinely having a conversation.
A connection.
And you making me feel so at peace that I don't even want to hang up the phone.
Right. Not just feeling safe in my arms, but feeling safe in my words.
What? Say that shit again, brother.
Not just feeling safe in my arms, but feeling safe in my words. Safe in my presence. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't care if a nigga shovel poop for a living. If he made me feel like that, we're gonna work it out.
Bro, and then it's the same for us. That's all we want. We dealing with, and I understand men rule the world. We in the, you know, how it's been. Women have not been oppressed. Y'all don't make as much money as we do in the same position. Like, I understand, and things are changing for the better.
Yeah.
But like, we got some stress on us too, being dads and fathers. And we need that inner turmoil. We need that Beauty and the Beast day. I'm out here having to roar to the entire world. I need to come home and you just nuzzle up next to me and make me feel good about.
Just like you, make you feel good about you. You're enough. You're doing enough.
Like, no matter what the world just threw at you today, baby, I have you. You good. Yeah. This is your sanctity. Now, again, we got to do our part. I got to provide that peace I was just talking about to you.
Yeah. You can't be out there screwing everybody and come home and saying that.
Right. But that's how, and we letting society tell us it got to be this, and that. And
right,
we
he
just
gotta
fucking
do this,
it up.
He gotta have this, he gotta.
And then good women, now I don't know her like personally that well, but like good women like the person I'm talking. I'm gonna shout her out too. So matter of fact, Conscious Healing, her page, her Conscious Healing 3236 out there in the UK. Hope I ain't say that wrong. I think you can refer to England as, I don't know. No disrespect if I fucked that up just now. But shout out to her. Good women like her frustrated. Good dudes like me frustrated. And what it's doing is taking the pool of all the good dudes and the good women, and it's making it even smaller because people are giving up or they're accepting shit they shouldn't have to accept.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I think that hurts me more. People accepting what they shouldn't accept as opposed to giving up. Because I understand giving up, but never settle.
Oh yeah, I'll just be single for the rest of my life before I take more bullshit that I took before.
Yeah. If I can't find a man that's my piece,
because I know I can pay forever. Because I know I can pay for ass. So
exactly, and I could pay for ding-a-ling if I needed to.
Y'all don't even have to. Y'all just post it.
I said if I needed to, but I can get a ding-a-ling anywhere.
Right. So yeah, I'm not gonna accept bullshit. I'm not gonna tolerate bullshit anymore. The other thing I like that I've been seeing, and I used this on my friend. Now she had to flip it back on me too, but quit matching energy. You don't clean dirt with dirt.
Yeah.
A lot of times we unhappy because we stoop to that level.
I see it. And that's when I went on my hiatus for like 3 years, that's what I was working on. Because I was a tit for tat type of, like, you do me, I'm gonna do you.
You can get petty. I can get petty too. Anything you can do. Right.
I'm gonna get pettier.
What say? Anything you can do, I can do better.
But I don't do that now. You show me your shoe colors, I'm gonna keep moving how I move. Eventually, our energy is gonna disconnect anyway. So
facts. So, but we're gonna wrap it up. I want to thank everybody again for being a part of what this is. This is the Love and Flaws. I'm telling you, we're gonna blow. We're gonna blow. I am Carolina everywhere, baby. This is the absolute most prettiest Tiff. And again, we love y'all. Thank you so much for being a part of the Love and Flaws podcast. Deuces.